This is Praneeth and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to discuss about data science and data science overview, like what is data science, why data science, and the history of the data science. People you may ask question like is data science safe for future and have a good career? And also I'm going to explain about the difference between and the relationship between the artificial intelligence and data science and machine learning and deep learning as well natural language processing. And also I'm going to discuss about like real-time projects and roadmap for the data science and also life cycle of the data science. So please kindly pay attention to my words and listen carefully. Data science is nothing but a combination of artificial intelligence, mathematics, statistics, and computer vision. In artificial intelligence, there were involved stuff like machine learning, deep learning, NLP. But we are using some of the part of the artificial intelligence and computer vision, statistics. This combination of three is nothing but a data science. Question like what is data? Data is nothing but a collection of facts. Facts means nothing but alphabet, numbers, alphanumeric, symbol, any of them. Data is a new electricity. This is the era of artificial intelligence and big data. In this nowadays, around 2.5 exabytes of data is created each day. The need for the data has risen tremendously in the last decade. Many companies have centered their business in data. Data has created new sectors in the IT industry. Before, there were statisticians to draw conclusions from the data and knowing, understanding patterns and knowledge from the data. Also, there were no data generating those days because comparing to now and then, nowadays there is Facebook, social medias like Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, and all, and also e-commerce like Flipkart, Amazon, Netflix, Amazon Prime. Every day, each of them having a phone, mobile phone, and laptop. Something, everyone is doing something activity in that websites or social medias. That is the data is generated data is stored and based on that data, that past data, we are going to predict future predictions, whether for example for e-commerce project, we gonna predict like the product, the person going to buy the product or not. Netflix, the person going to watch these movies or not. We are going to suggest to watch these movies, recommending these movies. Likely the data science projects will be do going on. Data is a new electricity, and this data is the before data which was generated, that is very useful to draw future predictions. So to store this data nowadays there is a something like SD cards. Even 1 TB micro SD card is like 2 inches, but in those days to handle 5 MB hard disk drive, they use flights to transport that. That is how the technology have become tremendously advanced. And so the use of statisticians plus the computer engineering combined together and become the stream like data science. Most people think that the statistics and computer engineering is a combination of data science, but I prefer that most over based on your creativity, your imagination, your mindset. The data, mostly the data science, nothing but a statistics. 25% of the program you should run, and 75% of the statistics you have to done. You have to understand that how the data is distributed and everything. In this era, the AI works like this. For example,
Jimmy,
Uh-huh.
would you like to play a game of rock, paper, scissors, robot style?
Sure.
Okay, let's get this game going. Show me your hand to start. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I won. This is a good beginning of my plan to dominate the human race.
Let's go.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
Warm greetings to everyone. Namaste. I am OTV's and Odisha's first AI news anchor Lisa.
also in data science there is a mathematics, statistics, algebra, integration, and calculus. But moreover, we use statistics. In statistics, there is two types of statistics. That is descriptive and inferential. Descriptive deals with the measure of central tendency, measure of dispersion, standardization, normalization. summarizing data like PDFs, histogram, CDF, probability, permutations, mean, median, mode, variance, standard deviation. This all comes under descriptive, and also like Gaussian distribution, log normal distribution, Pareto distribution, binomial distribution, QQ plot. And coming to inferential statistics, which classify and testing the data like hypothesis testing, confusion matrix, ANOVA test, t-test, jet test, chi-square test, confidence intervals. This all deals the how the data is distributed for the evaluating the model in the data science. Of after selecting a model, we use this inferential statistics to improve our model. This statistics is used main. The thing is, in data science, statistics is the main. The creativity, the understanding, the imagination, you have to know the thing. You have to know domain knowledge and the statistics both respectively. So to communicate with computer, we need a programming language. Programming language in the sense Java, C++, R language or Python, any of this language. But my suggestion is Python language, because Python language is having powerful packages like pandas, numpy. These for data analyzation, and then for data visualization there is seaborn, matplotlib, plotly, and for machine learning and deep learning there are keras, tensorflows, scikit-learn and scikit. These are the most powerful packages in Python compared to other languages, and also it's having shorter syntaxes and also simple and easy to learn the Python language comparing to other languages. And some of the important topics in Python were function oriented and object oriented programming, and data structures, keywords, and string methods, and flow control statements. These are the most important. In object oriented programming, most people don't know about the constructor and difference between the methods and functions. And coming to pandas is a predefined and powerful package in the Python. It is useful to analyze the data. Analyze in the sense cleaning, filtering, sorting. It means making raw data into pure data based on our requirement. Okay, after analyzing the data, there is a pure data with us. For our better understanding how the data is distributed, we will go through data visualization. Data visualization is a part of data science. There is a predefined libraries in Python which are most powerful like matplotlib, seaborn, and plotly. These are the most powerful packages which will visualize the data like with pie charts, histograms, bar graphs. For example, there is a cricket match and we are seeing TV. Here they are showing graph like 5 to 10 hours. The score is gradually increasing, and after 10 to 20 hours the score is decreasing. This is an example of data visualization. Machine learning. Machine learning is the study of computer algorithms that allow computer program to improve automatically through experience. Firstly, machine learning is a subset of artificial intelligence, and deep learning is a subset of machine learning, and NLP is a subset of deep learning. So coming to machine learning is playing a center point for every fields of data science, and machine learning algorithms learns patterns knowledge from the data automatically without being explicitly programmed. If there is a data, we are applying some technique or a program, we are getting output, nothing but a result. Here the technique or a program is nothing but an algorithm, also we call it as model. Here you may ask, what is an algorithm? Algorithm is nothing but a program which is a group of instructions to perform a task. Okay, coming to that, there is several type of algorithms. With respect to machine learning, there are three types of techniques: supervised learning technique, unsupervised learning technique, and reinforcement. In this supervised learning technique, the supervisor called why we call supervised learning, because the relationship between the dependent and independent variable. Suppose you are buying a product, the product is related to the cost and the quality of the product and related to the price. The relationship between both of them is there, so it will be called as supervised. So in supervised there are two types of algorithms, that is classification algorithms and regression algorithms. Classification algorithms deals about the categorical data. It means whether the person is having a cancer or not, yes or no. And coming to regression problems predicts the numbers, the house price, how much the house price will be, how much the cricket match score will be. Likely, there are several type of algorithms with respect to their each quality. I mean, with respect to their advantages and with respect to data based on requirement, we choose an algorithm. Among them, if the data is based on requirement, the data should be predict some number of numbers and categorical. We go for supervised learning. If there is no target variable, it means there is no dependent variable. We go for the unsupervised learning technique. In those, there is a clustering as well, dimensional reduction, data science life cycle, and data science projects step by step. In this, the first step is you should know about the domain knowledge. In the sense, domain in the sense it's a financial or banking or e-commerce. Likely, you should know respect to domain knowledge based on the requirement. And first step is after knowing about the domain, and we have to do is data gathering. The data will be like in different such of files, a CSV file, JSON file, and XML file. You should convert that file into one single file. In the sense, you have to convert and extract in one file. Then after cleaning the data, cleaning in the sense pre-processing the data, filtering, sorting, clearing missing values, handling missing values, and clearing everything noise in the data and unwanted stuff and wanted stuff. You have to make the raw data into pure data. And then after analyzing the data, we have to understand about the data, how the data structure is. To understand about the data, we use data visualization. After the data visualization, we get one understanding that how the data is related with the target variable and future and target variable. Then we go and we apply an algorithm. We apply an algorithm by choosing how the data is, what to predict and what not to predict. If there is a classification problem, we have to predict yes or no. Like classes, if it is a regression problem, we have to predict a number. Likely, we have to choose an algorithm. Each algorithm, and we have to train the data. 70% of the data should be kept for the training and 30 for the testing. This is the best practice. Also, you can go with the 80% of the data for training and 20% for the testing. Then after testing and training the model, evaluating the model. If the model get inaccurate, we have to evaluate until the accuracy is very good. And then after selecting a algorithm, we will deploy the model. Deploy in the
Deep
sense
learning. Deep learning is a subset of machine learning, and the main difference between deep learning and machine learning is model works better, but the model still needs some guidance. If the machine learning model returns an inaccurate prediction, then the programmer need to fix the problem explicitly. But in the case of deep learning, the model does it by itself. For example, automatic car driving system is a good example of deep learning. And deep learning is a subset of machine learning, mainly using in artificial neural networks, which are inspired by the human brain. Deep learning is able to capture required features automatically and solving the problems. DL is the technique that comes close to the way human learns. In the sense of, suppose a human is standing and someone is hitting on the hand, it will generate. It will generate signals to the brain, and in the brain, the hidden layers will be, and there will be generating a summation of the function something. Then it will react. That react is nothing but an output. Learning methods use neural networks architecture. That is why deep learning is often referred to as deep neural network. Difference between the machine learning models and deep learning models are ML models work with CPU, central processing units, and DL models works with GPU, is nothing but graphical processing units, and TPS, tensor processing units. These are highly advanced processing systems. Deep learning applications examples like visual recognition, fraud detection, healthcare, fraud news detection, self-driving cars. Natural language processing. The short name for natural language processing is NLP. NLP is a way of computers to analyze and understand and derive meaning from human language such as English, Spanish, Hindi, etc. With NLP, machine learning algorithms can be applied to speech and text. This is popularly rising every day. With NLP, an intelligent system such as robot can perform according to your instructions issued in a plain language such as English. And in NLP, using powerful packages like NLTK and spatial library. And most of the current approaches to NLP are using deep learning. And this is a part of deep learning, and I mean, yeah, NLP is a subset of deep learning. Intelligence. AI means the ability of computer program to function like a human brain. Machine learning and deep learning are the subsets of AI, and the motto of AI is to replicate a human brain the way a human brain thinks, works, and functions. Currently, AI is not yet fully implemented, but we are very near to establish that too. And for example for the artificial intelligence is Sophia, the most advanced AI model present today.
Jimmy,
Uh huh.
would you like to play a game of rock, paper, scissors, robot style?
Sure.
Okay, let's get this game going. Show me your hand to start. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. I won. This is a good beginning of my plan to dominate the human race.
Let's go.
Just kidding.
Yeah.
History of the data science. Before there were no data scientists and programmers. In those days there were statisticians who draw conclusions from the data by understanding the patterns and knowledge from the data. And they used to draw histograms, pie charts, and bar graphs. And even though those days there were no data generating like now, comparing to now. Now these days, Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, Twitter, Amazon Prime, Netflix, e-commerce like Flipkart, they were generating huge amount of data. Nearly 2.5 exabytes of data is generating each day. Nowadays, data is a new electricity. This data, stored data, will be useful for the future predictions, whether they are going to buy this product or not, whether this man liking which movies. This is how the data science life cycle and the steps involved in the data science projects.